Hello, so today I'm looking at Edexcel M3 IAL. This is January 14. So this is question 1. So we have a particle P of mass 0.5 which moves along the positive x-axis under the action of a single force of magnitude F. The force acts along the x-axis in the direction of x increasing. When P is x meters from the origin, it is moving away from O with the speed this. Find the force when P is 4 meters from O, and this is worth 5 marks. So when they're saying find the force, and they've given you V, and they want to know the force when X is this specific value, then this tells me that I'm probably going to need the acceleration here, because I know that the force will be equal to the mass times the acceleration. And so I'm going to need to find an expression for the acceleration in terms of x. Now, the acceleration, I can use dv by dt, or I can use v dv dx. And so in this case, because nothing in the question is in terms of t, then it's a clue that I'm going to need this. Now, what have I got? I've got that v is this thing. So v is 8x to the 3 over 2 minus 4, all to the power of a half. And I could, in fact, tidy this up a little bit, either by squaring both sides, or I could rewrite this as, if I take out a factor of 4, so here I would have 2x to the 3 over 2 minus 1. So I would have the bracket to the power of a half, and then I would have 4 to the power of a half. So I'd get 2 lots of this bracket. And that just makes it a bit nicer. Or you can just try to work on this without simplifying it if you prefer. So in order to find this force then at this particular value of x, then I need the acceleration, and the acceleration is v dv dx. Well, I've got v in terms of x, so I could work out dv dx next. So dv by dx would be this differentiated. So power down in front, 2 times a half is 1. Write what the bracket is, and take 1 from the power, and then multiply by this differentiated. And this differentiated would give me 2 times 3 over 2, multiplied by x, and then take 1 from the power, so that would give me 3x to the half. Okay, so now to work out the force, then the force will be the mass, which was a half, times by the velocity, which will be this, multiplied by dv by dx, which is this. And what you might notice here is that we have the same bracket here and here, but this one is to the power of a half, this one is to the power of a negative half, so you can combine these and add the indices together. So a half plus negative a half would make 0. So basically I have this bracket to the power of 0, which will be equal to 1. So this will cancel, the 2's will cancel here, and so I have that f is this value here. So when x is 4, then f will be equal to this with a 4 substituted in for x. And so I get basically 3 times 2, which is 6 newtons. Okay, so that question was worth 5 marks. I hope you found that helpful.